Hey, yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
All right.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
All right, then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time.
Yeah. It's time.
It's time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Well, starting on the ground with Irving. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to number 7, Bucky Irving. First
60
and 10
Bison,
at the 42-yard line.
Panther 11.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get up! Cowboy 80! Get up!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first and 10, here's Irvin. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go, here we go! Viking 18! 7, go!
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And they'll get a couple here down to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cougar 19! Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And it is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Wrap up, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates! Ready, ready?
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall misses him off. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On first down, right back to Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The 46-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
1st and 10.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Trap 60, trap 60, go! Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
Ready. Ready, ready.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback with its 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers 14. Jets nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Mahomes will do it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Yellow.
Paul on a give up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass out wide to Hall.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. 14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive one made it to the end zone. Drive two resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Come on. Check. 70 Lions. Mustang 19. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
10 at the 23-yard line.
60. Go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
You're not.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick. They become away empty-handed on this drive because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, trying to slow things down a little bit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Hall again. Stays on his feet. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Rifles one, that's gonna be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are gonna get it back here just shy of the 20.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
37-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
5-yard gain on the play.
19 Chargers. Panther 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now, man, he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
19, 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 39 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Buccaneers 24, Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Jets first down.
They'll look to throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Now he's going to step up and run. And check down complete to Hall. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Escobar has it left side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down at 4. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week, but he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now it's Mahomes again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's got daylight. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we'll take a break. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He dumps this one off here to Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into space at the 45. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Mahomes.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see the franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
Hey, 43.
Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That will have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick slant to Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And out of bounds right around the 20. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. Well, a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets get a bit closer.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Mahomes will throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Ready, break.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tag. 76.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And just shutting him off there. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Go.
They'll look to throw again.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
60 Bison.
Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Cardinal. Let go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's
That's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Jets 15.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. It's almost like, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved the hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mahomes going to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well,
time. I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
70 Lions, M26 19.
He'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First down.
19
First
Lions.
and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
39-yard line.
Catherine, let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Second down and inches. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's going to be another first down.